Good evening. How are you? Looking like a lumberjack. I tried to go for a little. I got a buddy who's already put at the end of the month, and his wife sent out an invite, and she wanted to have a mustache party. I'll give it a week and a half. It's not bad at work. My face just looks dirty when I my wife hates it, so it'll probably come off. You mind?
We're going to sit over there, are you? I just think this just because we're here. Well, it's all in this Pam Stranahan. Which is like Pam Tate. Pam Tate is the great star. Upside down. I like all three.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It's 7 o'clock in Gardner, so Gardner City Council will come to order. I invite everyone to stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good evening, everybody. We're going to start off this evening with a couple of proclamations, so I'm going to come on around. The first proclamation this evening is for Diabetes Awareness Month, and we were supposed to have Marta Howell here, who is a diabetes advocacy leader from Gardner. Marta's traveled to Washington to lobby congressional leaders in the past, including Senators Pat Roberts and Jerry Moran, as well as Kevin Yoder, urging them to stop diabetes by supporting funding levels to diabetes research and prevention programs at the National Institute of Health and the Centers for Disease Control. And Marta had become involved, has been a supporter of the American Diabetes Association for 12 years, but she's been an advocate since 2010 because she's got family members at a high rate that have suffered from diabetes. She's not able to make it this evening. She had a close family friend pass away this weekend, so they're going to be with family. But there was an interesting postscript on her email, and it says, "Being of service to others is the rent we pay to be here." And I thought that was especially true when we're recognizing, Diabetes Awareness Month, but also in our second proclamation of the evening. So, whereas nearly 26 million children and adults in the United States have diabetes, another 79 million Americans have prediabetes and are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is a serious disease with no known cure. And whereas about 8.5% of Kansas adults, roughly 180,000, have been diagnosed with diabetes, an additional 120,000 adult Kansans do not know they have the disease, and whereas diabetes has many faces, impacting people regardless of their age or race, and is the 5th leading cause of death by disease in the United States, and whereas culturally diverse populations in the United States have increased risk for developing type 2 diabetes. And whereas the estimated cost of diabetes in Kansas, based on national estimates for diabetes-related medical expenditures and productivity losses, was over $1.5 billion in 2007. And whereas, as a chronic disease, diabetes presents very real challenges for physicians because there are few endocrinologists in Kansas who specialize in diabetes, under 12 by the latest count, and most of them are in population centers. 25 to 35% of cases in Kansas, primary care practices, are devoted to diabetes care, according to recent focus groups conducted throughout the state by the University of Kansas Medical Center. And whereas an increase in community awareness of risk factors and symptoms related to diabetes can improve the likelihood that people will get the attention they need before suffering such devastating complications. Now, therefore, I, Chris Morrow, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the month of November 2013 as Diabetes Awareness Month. So, now the next one we've got is for our Gardner Gold Special Olympians. And I know we've got a lot of people from Gardner Gold here, and if you all would like to come up and join me up by the dais, I would certainly be glad to have you. Oh, come on. You're going to get on camera if you come up here. Hi, everybody. Come on, son. Don't be shy. Thank you all for... I understand the need to have a microphone. I want to thank you all for coming. I know you guys have been having a lot of success, and I got a little proclamation that we're going to read just about you all. This is for the Gardner Gold Special Olympics Day. Whereas Gardner Gold Special Olympics was founded in 2003, making this the 10-year anniversary of the program in the Gardner community, and whereas Gardner Gold Special Olympics program was established with the intent to give athletes with special needs the opportunity and excitement of participating in team sports, and whereas Gardner Gold Special Olympics began with 4 athletes in 2003 and has grown to over 40 athletes, due in large part to the hard work, cooperation, diligence, and vision of Gardner Parks and Recreation, our founding members and volunteers. And whereas their commitment to providing residents of Gardner with developmental disabilities a place to experience activities many may take for granted, and whereas the volunteers of Gardner Gold have helped our athletes develop a strong bond with the community of Gardner and with special populations across the Kansas City metropolitan area. And whereas Gardner Gold has been proud to be able to provide these opportunities at no cost to the families because of the community support and involvement experienced in the Gardner community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Chris Morrow, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim November 4th, 2013 as Gardner Gold Special Olympics Day. That's for you guys. So, I want to thank you all, and we've got a special presentation that we're going to make to a couple of special people that are involved with the Gardner Gold. Jeff, you want to help?
Matt Jordan and Jennifer Smith could join us up here, please. And Jason and Adrian, if you would please come up here and join us too. Jason and Adrian are a couple of our recreation supervisors that work closely with our Special Olympics families and our athletes to provide them with quality programs to participate in throughout the year. It just seems like yesterday, but it was just over 10 years ago that I was approached by Judy Martin with the Gardner-Edgerton School District to talk about bringing a Special Olympics team or program to the Gardner community. Boy, time has flown by, but like so many of our great programs that we have with the City of Gardner and the Parks and Recreation Department, they're only great because of the heavy involvement from our volunteers, the support from our community, from our businesses, and certainly Gardner Gold has really grown and developed because of that support. With us this evening, we have Matt and Jennifer. They're here with us this evening, but they've been here with us from day one. And their support has been amazing, and anytime they've been called upon to step up and help out, whether that be coach a team or sit on a committee or help raise donations, whatever that may be, they've done an amazing job with that. Adrian and Jason, if there's any specific stories that you'd like to share about Matt or Jennifer.
We're not married.
This is being recorded, by the way. but we really do appreciate your support.
I just want to say on behalf of myself, since I've been involved with the program for the last several years, without these two, this program doesn't stay afloat like it has been for the last few years. Matt and Jennifer have been very instrumental in volunteering their time. We've been through high